Hey, welcome back for video 2 of our success cycle. We're glad that you're a part of it. If you like the content so far, if you like the videos, if you're finding it helpful or get information, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe, because we've got lots of great stuff coming to you that I think will really be helpful, and we want you to be on the team. We want to help you to achieve your very best. So let's get into step 2. Step 1, we said, was we've got to set the goal. We've got to kind of cast the vision. What is it that we want to achieve? Think about how it's going to feel when we achieve it, what it's going to look like, something that's going to really get you excited, so that way when you're actually putting in the work, you know it's worth it because of the goal that you're working towards. Now, step 2, we've got our goal. We know what we want. We know where we're headed. Step 2 is we've got to have a plan. Okay, how are we actually going to achieve this goal? Instead of it just being a dream that we think about, how are we actually going to get there? Okay, now to work our plan, we're going to use what's called SMART goals. SMART is actually an acronym where each letter represents or stands for something. The first one is specific. Okay, so I don't want to set a goal that's too vague. Like, I want to be a good student. That's close, but it's still a little too vague. More specifically, what would show you that you're a good student? And the second one is similar. It's measurable. So if I say I want to be a singer, well, how will I know if I'm a singer? I sing right now, but what does that mean? Okay, does it mean that I want to perform in front of an audience, that I want to record a CD or an album or whatever one day? We want it to be measurable. What specifically do I want to achieve, and how do I know if I've achieved it? Okay, because if it's not measurable, I put in all this work and I don't know, is that enough? Did I achieve my goal or not? Now, the next step is you want it to be achievable, or attainable is the A. Now, that's not to say don't dream big, because I think that's great to really think in big dreams. But when you do, you want to make sure you break it down into chunks that are achievable. Because if I have a goal that's just too impossible, it's going to be hard for me to really stay motivated to achieve that goal. So I find little steps along the way that help me see progress. All right, now the next one is relevant. What relevant means is you want it to be something that's important to you, something that means a lot to you, that it's relevant to you in your life. And then the last one is for it to be time-based. Now, this one's important because you've got to give yourself a time frame to work within, because then that helps you create your plan. So if I want to run a 5K, and I know that I have a 5K in 3 months, I know what I need to do in order to run that 5K, and when I need to be able to run a mile without stopping, and when I want to be able to hit 2 miles and then 3 miles, so I'm ready for the race, and I can create a plan based on that deadline. And the deadline might be soccer tryouts are in 2 weeks, or I want to be a surgeon in 20 years. Okay, how am I going to actually achieve that, and how do I know that I'm staying on progress? Is you have a plan and you work that plan. So sit down and say, okay, what specifically do I want to achieve? How can I measure whether or not I achieved it? What part would be the most attainable that I can set as a goal? Is it relevant to what's most important to me? And then what's the deadline? When do I want to have this done by? And then once you have that deadline, you can kind of work backwards and say, if I want to be here in 2 years, that means in 1 year I need to be here, in 6 months I need to be here. And you can create that plan so that you know you can achieve that goal. So hey, tune in for video number 3. We're going to talk about what the next step is. So far we've set the goal and we have a plan. See you in the next video.